So yesterday we have seen what is the document type, the number range also. I think you have understood about this. Document type is assigned to number range and number range is assigned to number range interval. So where document type or every document type will have one number range, and that number range we are going to assign the number range intervals. SAP Easy Access screen. Document type OBA7 is the T code. There are document types. DR is there. For example, if I go into DR, if I double click on this, here you can see the number range. What is the number range already assigned to this document type? 18. So we need to assign a number range interval to this 18. If I click on this number range information and give the company code, for example, say triple G, I think our company code. I click on change intervals. Here I am going to give the number range. For example, 18, 2025, 100 to 199. So if I give like this, system will allocate this number range, these numbers to the document numbers. This is number range interval which I was speaking about, from number to number, and number range number is 18. That means whatever the document type is there, this document type is assigned to this number range already. If you want to change, we can change, but already every document will have one number range. And coming to the document types, as we have seen, there are so many document types. So out of those all, I have mentioned only few document types in the presentation, like KR, KG, whichever is mostly used in FICO. Not all the document types we are not going to use, because those are the document types which are used by all the module persons, not only FICO. And KR, KG, KZ, KSA, X2, X1, WE, WA, UV, SU, AA, DA is for customer documents, DZ is for customer payments, document type DG is used for customer credit memo, DR for customer invoice, CO is for costing, CA is for secondary cost, controlling, depreciation postings, inventory posting, and accounting document. So like this, there are so many document types. Every document type have its own number range, and we need to create a number range interval also for those document types. This is all about document type, number range, and number range interval. And next is number range interval. Here if you see, in vendor invoice will have one number range. We are going to assign one number range for vendor invoice, and for vendor payment another number range interval should be assigned. If it is 200 to if vendor invoice have 200 to 299, we cannot assign the same number range interval to the vendor payment. We need to assign a different number range, and that number should not overlap with 200 to 299. Vendor payment number range interval should not overlap with vendor invoice 200 to 299. So a new number range should be taken, new number range interval, new interval should be taken. And next is customer invoice and the customer payment. Everything have every number range interval, every document type have a new number range interval, and these are the document types which we are not going to select. Everything will be automatically taken when we go to the T code. For example, in FB50, once we go to FB50, system understands that that is a general ledger account document, so it will allocate SA, general ledger account document. Automatically the document type will be selected. We are not going to select anything, and there is no need for us to remember also, but while reporting it needs, we need to remember what are the document types. Based on the document types we can produce the reports. So next is posting keys. So I think everyone know what is debit and credit. Is anyone does anyone don't know about this debit and credit, or everyone is aware of it? What is debit, what is credit in accounting? Not in business bank transaction. Debited rupees 200 rupees, credited rupees 300. That also same, but that becomes a reverse. They are showing debit and credit as per their accounts, because this posting keys is purely integrated with debit and credit. That is the reason I'm asking again. What is debit? What is credit? Is anyone from maths background or science background? Not from commerce? You know, asset, liability, income. Rent account asset లో వస్తుందా, ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ లో వస్తుందా? క్యాష్ అకౌంట్ వస్తుంది, అసెటే కాబట్టి. అసెట్ అంటే ఏంటి? హలో, అవును, కరెక్ట్. సో ఇప్పుడు రెంట్ ఎక్స్పెన్స్లో వస్తుందా, అసెట్లోనా? ఎక్స్పెన్స్లోనే కదండి. అవును, ఓకే. అండ్ క్యాష్, ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక కారు కొన్నాం బిజినెస్కి, ఆ కారు. అండ్ లోన్స్, సో ఇప్పుడు లోన్ ఈఎంఐ కడుతున్నాము. ఈఎంఐలో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సే 12,000 ఈఎంఐ వీఆర్ పేయింగ్. సో 10,000 ఈస్ ద ప్రిన్సిపల్ అండ్ 2,000 ఈస్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సే 2,000 ఐఎమ్ పేయింగ్ ఫర్ loan charges because I have to the interest I am paying. So that interest, so in the EMI we'll have two parts. One is principal, one is interest. So principal is nothing but liability. And what about the interest we are paying on the loan? interest which we are paying. What about the expenses? What about the interest which we are paying on the liability? For example, we took 10 lakhs loan. Out of 10 lakhs loan, every month we are paying 10,000. So on that 10,000, I'm paying, for example, say 1,000 or 2,000 rupees interest. So totally 11,000 or 12,000 I'm paying every month. So above 10,000 whatever I'm paying, that becomes an interest. So that interest comes under which category? Is it an assets or liability or incomes or expenses? Expenses. The interest what we are paying on the loan is an expense. Is it correct? Correct. That is correct. Whatever the interest we are paying on the loan. Is it 10 lakhs? 10 lakhs we took. 10 lakhs we took as a loan. So 10 lakhs is a liability anyhow, because we need to pay back that 10 lakhs. Over and above whatever we are paying above this 10 lakhs, that becomes an interest, and that interest is an expense for us. That is expense, no? So that is above 10 lakhs whatever we are paying, that is not a loan, that is not a liability. Liability is the thing which we took and we need to pay, that's it. And interest which we are paying, that becomes, we purchased a car for 10 lakhs. Okay, that 10 lakhs car I have used for 5 years, and that value became 5 lakhs. After 5 years, the car value became 5 lakhs after 5 years. Now if the value is 5 lakhs. If I sell this car for 6 lakhs, value is 5 lakhs. If I sell this car, I need to get 5 lakhs, but I have sold it for 6 lakhs. I got the amount of 6 lakhs. Out of this 6 lakhs, how much is the income and how much is the asset? Previously it was under one type of asset, car. After selling the same asset, car became the cash. Both are assets only. Car or cash, both are assets. But it have changed itself from car to cash. That's it. Asset is different. Different assets. Previously, before selling, it was car. After selling, it became cash. So anyhow, 5 lakhs is an asset. Previously, it was in car account. Now it became into cash account. Previously, it was 5 lakhs was in car account. And now after selling, that 5 lakhs deducted from the car account and added back to the cash account. And another 1 lakh whatever we have received above the value of car, that 1 lakh becomes income for us. That also will be added to cash account, but the thing is that 1 lakh debit and credit rules, if we follow, every debit should have equal credit. So that is the reason 1 lakh will be under cash account and another 1 lakh will be in credit side of the income. And what about depreciation? Any idea about depreciation? No, what is meaning? What is that actually? What is depreciation? Depreciation, you don't know. What is the life of the car? Any car, whatever we purchase. So why we are depreciating? I have not used. I purchased the car and I kept in my showroom. And car companies are there. For example, I am Tata Motors. I have Tata Motors. I have 5 to 4 showrooms. I did not sell the car. Car is still there in my business only. I have manufactured and for 10 years I did not sold. Can I depreciate? We need to depreciate. Why? Any item, not only car, whatever the item is there, except land, any item in the world, even it is a tree, not only man created, nature created things also. Once it is started manufactured, once it is a full grown product, it will have one life. Even though you use or sell or not, even though if it is there in the store, showroom, whatever it is, it will have a life. Anything should go, even though you use or sell or not, that will get reduced. You see, for 10 years you kept the car in the showroom. Will it form rust or not? అది రస్ట్ పడుతుందా లేదా? ఇంజన్ వాడలేదు, పట్టేస్తుంది. దేనికైనా బయటికి తీయకున్నా కూడా 10 years అయిపోయింది. ఆహా, ఆ ట్యాక్స్ వేరు. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు చెప్పేది కరెక్ట్. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను కొనుక్కున్నాను కార్, దాన్ని నడిపించుకొని కూడా రాలేదు, డైరెక్ట్ కంటైనర్లో వేసుకొని డైరెక్ట్ తీసుకొచ్చి నేను నా మ్యూజియంలో పెట్టుకున్నాను. నాకు ఒక కొత్త మ్యూజియం ఉంది, ఆ మ్యూజియంలో పెట్టాను. నేను దాన్ని నడిపించలేదు, రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేయించాను, డైరెక్ట్ అలాగే తీసుకొచ్చి నడిపించుకొని రాలేదు, తీసుకొచ్చి నా మ్యూజియంలో పెట్టుకున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు వాల్యూ తక్కువ అవుతుందా 10 years తర్వాత? ఇప్పుడు అయ్యింది, వాడలేదు కానీ ఐ హ్యావ్ నాట్ యూస్డ్, బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ కార్. సేమ్ కార్ ఆఫ్టర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ స్టిల్ దేర్ ఇన్ మై షోరూమ్ ఓన్లీ. I have not sold. It is there as a display product. Why value doesn't reduce there? Why only here it is reducing? Okay. So even after 10 years also it will run the same way. For example, 2015. In 2015 I manufactured on January 1st. Car came out of the factory. If I drive the car on 2015 January 1st, how it will go? It will go in a smooth way. After 10 years, I did not use on January 1st of 2015. I have used on 2025 January 1st. First time I drove that car. Will it go the same way how in 2015 it used to go on Jan 1st? Okay, on 2015 January 1st, what was the car rate? for example say 5 lakhs, same car. In 2025, can I sell on the same rate 5 lakhs after 10 years? That means the value of the car have increased after the time. That means if I sell the car for 5 lakhs in 2025, value if I manufacture in 2025, the value if I compare with 2025 with 2015, there will be a difference. Now the car rate is 10 lakhs, but in 2015 the car rate is 5 lakhs. So already 5 lakhs difference is there, even though I sell it on the same price. So that 5 lakhs is a loss, depreciation, even though if I use or not. That is one kind of like thinking, but that is not the correct. That is investment management will think about that. But as an accountant, we cannot think like that. As an another point of view, I said. But if we see as per the accountant point of view, as in finance consultant or finance accounts manager, we need to see it as per the depreciation, even though we use the car or not. How I can tell you is the life, there will be one life for any asset, anything, car, mobile, printer, washing machine, TV, fridge, AC. Even though you use or not, even though if it is there still in the showroom after 10 years, or there will be some time frame, there will be life for every product after manufacturing. Once it is manufactured, the life starts. After few certain years, the life reduces. For example, you see 2015 I manufactured the car. On 2025, for example, so I purchased for same 5 lakhs. For how many years I can run that vehicle? Already 10 years it's been in the showroom only. From 2025, if I start driving, till how many years I can drive? Maximum another. You are calculating it as per personal usage. You calculate it as per the business usage. I'm using it for cab every day. Every day 24 hours I need to run that cab for my office. 24 hour shifts are there, dropping employees, coming, picking, like that I'm using. How many years I can use? 5 years. If I purchase the same vehicle in 2015, how many years I could use? Yeah. So in 2015 only I purchased. As soon as it is manufactured, I will start using it for my employees. 10 years I can use, no? So if 10 years I can use if I purchase the vehicle in 2015 only, because it is manufactured right in that day, right in that year. So you see, from 2015, if I start using the car from the date of manufacture, I can use that car for another 10 years. And Pulsar 150, that is the CC. And what is the model number? Which model? Which year? You'll have model is which year? Model in that means 2016 or 2017 means on that year it has got manufactured, right? So now you tell me, it is model, will call it as per the year for vehicle. Even though if it is there in the showroom, which model they'll call? 2017. Even now also, if you go to showroom, if it is still there in the showroom, if I go to showroom in 2025, will he say this is a new bike? No, model is 20, even though it is new bike, but he'll tell, sir, this is 2017 model. So value of the 2017 model is decreased, even though he did not sell. How? Even though he did not sell. 2025 model is 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, or in 2017 model it is 90,000 or 80,000. He'll sell it for 90,000 or 80,000, even though he did not sold. So that means there is a decrease in the value of asset, even though if it is used or not, because of the life. ఇప్పుడు రాకున్నా వచ్చినా రాకున్నా దాని వాల్యూ లైఫ్ తక్కువ అయిపోతుంది. ఎందుకంటే వన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్డ్, ఎనీ ప్రోడక్ట్ భూమి మీద ఒక మనిషి తయారు చేసిన ప్రోడక్ట్ ఏదైనా ఉండనియండి, దానికి ఒక లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది. బిల్డింగ్ అయినా కూడా, ల్యాండ్ తప్ప, ల్యాండ్ ఒక్కటే కెనాట్. ఈవెన్ ట్రీ, నేను ట్రీ కూడా చెప్పాను నేను మీకు ఇంకా క్లియర్గా. ట్రీ కూడా ఒక లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది. వన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫుల్లీ గ్రోన్ ట్రీ, లైఫ్ స్టార్ట్స్. సర్టెన్ ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత ట్రీ విల్ బి గాన్. ఇన్వెంటరీకి తక్కువ చేసుకోవచ్చు, దాని డిప్రిసియేషన్ కాదు, దానికి వేరే వర్డ్ ఉంది. అది అబ్సలేట్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, అబ్సలేట్ చేసేయచ్చు. అది కొంచెం రైట్ ఆఫ్ చేసేయచ్చు ఆ ఇన్వెంటరీలో నుంచి వాల్యూ. కాకపోతే నేను డిప్రిసియేషన్ అని ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను అంటే, ఫస్ట్ డిప్రిసియేషన్కి తరుగుదల కదా, వాల్యూ తరుగుదల అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు రకరకాల వర్డ్స్ చెప్పి అతన్ని ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్లోనే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేసే బదులు ఫస్ట్ దానికి అర్థం చెప్పి దాని తర్వాత దాన్ని వేరేగా పిలుస్తాము, అది ఇన్వెంటరీ అని చెప్పి దాని తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్లో చెప్పొచ్చు. ఇన్వెంటరీ అయినా కూడా తక్కువ అవుతుంది కదండి వాల్యూ అయితే. ఆ లాస్ పేరేంటి? అబ్సలేట్ కానీ రైట్ ఆఫ్ కానీ చేస్తాము. కానీ ఎక్కడైనా వాల్యూ అయితే డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, కాకపోతే మనం ఎక్కువ వాడేవాడు డిప్రిసియేషన్ కాబట్టి. సో నార్మల్గా ఇన్వెంటరీ ఎప్పుడు కూడా లాస్లో వెళ్ళే కంపెనీస్కి ఒక్కటే ఇన్వెంటరీ వాల్యూ తక్కువ అవుతుంది. సో ఎవరైనా ఫస్ట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేయగానే ఫస్ట్ అమ్మడానికి చూస్తారు. అది ఎక్కువ రోజుల లోపల ఉండే కొద్దీ దాని లైఫ్ తక్కువ అయిపోతుంది, లాస్ మనకి. సో అది మామూలుగా ఏ కంపెనీస్లో ఉండదు. అది నాకు తెలిసి ఎక్కువ ఫార్మసీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో అవుతుంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే ఎక్స్పైరీ డేట్ ఉంటాయి ఇన్వెంటరీకి. అప్పుడు లోపల మనం సేల్ చేయలేదంటే లాస్. సో ఐ వాస్ జస్ట్ టెల్లింగ్ లైక్ first he need to understand how the depreciation is calculated. So how many types are there? So first he need to understand why depreciation we are charging, because of the life, not because of the usage. Because of the usage we can charge the depreciation for the machines. For example, in factory there will be some machines, so those machines are used based on the production. For example, it can produce only 1 lakh units. So after 1 lakh units, we need to change the machine. Machine itself will become waste. For example, if you see in this birthday parties, will blast something, like it will be one spring will be there. If we just rotate it, all the papers will come out. The pop-up party. That is what is that? That is like usage. One unit, once we use it, we need to throw off that the outer coverage. The same like that, machines will be there in a factory. So that is based on the usage. So we'll depreciate based on the usage. But whatever the car and building is there, even though we use or not, its life will get decreased. You see, building is there. For example, say building, we have constructed a building. What is the lifespan of the building? A correct lifespan without any more repairs. How many years we can use that building? Any building, 50 years. That is the life of the building. Even though we use the building or not, after 50 years, it will start degrading. Cracks will be coming and paint will be gone. Some kind of yes, we can use, but with more repairs than before. For 50 years, repairs will be there, but very less, just maintenance cost. But after 50 years, maintenance cost will be high. That means life is been decreasing. So that means even though we use the building or not, the value of the building gets decreased after 50 years. Maybe the land value is increasing, but the structure of that building will get decreased. So understood what is depreciation? Not because of, yes, wear and tear is also one of the reason, but even though if we use or not, once it is manufactured, depreciation starts. The value of the building will get decreased, even though if we any asset, even though if we use or not, we need to depreciate it, or else we need to write off the asset, or we need to make it as obsolete. Words can be different, but the theory is same, practicality is same, just we need to decrease the value of the asset. Any more doubts in accounts, like basic accounts, about debit and credit, about this asset, liabilities, expenses and incomes? There is some assets. Gas is tangible or intangible? గ్యాస్ కాలుస్తే తగులుతుంది కదా, ఫైర్ ఫీల్ అవ్వచ్చు కదండి. మరి మరి టాంజిబుల్లా ఇంటాంజిబుల్? అలాగ ఇంకొక అసెట్ చెప్పండి గ్యాస్ లాగా. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ టాంజిబుల్లా ఇంటాంజిబుల్? అది ఎందుకు టచ్ చేయలేం, చేయొచ్చు. డైరెక్ట్ అంటే ఉంటుంది కదా, అది సిలిండర్లోనే ఉంటుంది కదండి. ఇప్పుడు కాలుస్తే మంట అవుతుంది, ఫీల్ అవ్వచ్చు, టాంజిబుల్ కదండి. ఏం కానీ ఇప్పుడు గ్యాస్ సిలిండర్లో ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు గ్యాస్ సిలిండర్ గ్యాస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు వెయిట్ ఉంటుంది, వెయిట్ గ్యాస్ లేనప్పుడు వెయిట్ ఉండదు కదండి. సో అప్పుడు ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాం కదండి, టచ్ చేయకున్నా కూడా వీ కెన్ ఫీల్ దట్ వెయిట్. అండ్ దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ స్మాల్ టర్మ్ కరెంట్ అండ్ నాన్ కరెంట్. సో కరెంట్ అంటే బిఫోర్ 12 months మన దగ్గర ఉంటే దట్ బికమ్స్ అ కరెంట్ అసెట్ ఆర్ కరెంట్ లయబిలిటీ. ఇఫ్ ద లోన్ ఈస్ లెస్, ఇఫ్ ద లోన్ which we need to pay before 12 months, that becomes a current liability. And the asset which is there with us, which will be there with us for less than 12 months, that is a current asset. And the asset which will be there with us for more than 12 months, it becomes a non-current asset. And the liability also, which will be there with us for more than 12 months, will become a non-current liability. Okay, less than 12 months means current, more than 12 months means non-current. Okay. And credit cards, credit card payments and credit card loans, is it current or non-current? Whatever we are using the credit card, is it current liability or non-current liability? The credit cards payments, non-current. Every month we need to pay it back, like 40 days or 50 days or 1 month. So that is non-current. Sorry, current liability. No, that is not. Why you said non-current or current? That is current, not non-current. That is current liability. You did not said non-current, no? You said, did you said non-current or current? So housing loans, if we took any house loan, non-current. Business loans also, it might be small or big, but mostly it will be more than 12 months, so it becomes a non-current. And we sold goods on credit and we asked him to pay it back within 60 days, and that becomes a current or non-current? Current. This current asset. Okay, so and that's it. This is all about normal basics of accounting and posting keys also. And in order to learn this posting keys, first we need to understand what, golden rules of accounting. What is golden rules of accounting? What is accounting language? Where is the language for accounts? What is that language? Hello? accounting language, or we call it as language of accounting. What is this? This is nothing but debit and credit. So in Telugu, so this side becomes left side, and this side becomes right side. Am I right? This is left and right in English. In Telugu, left means what is that? How we call left in Telugu? Edama, Vaipu. Okay. Okay. And right side means Kudin. In English, we call it as left and right. In Hindi, left means any idea? I also don't know. I am also asking you. Hello? Or Tamil or Telugu, Tamil or Kannada, anything is fine, any language apart from Telugu and English. Does anyone know Kannada here? Okay, Ergade Balagade. Okay, Tamil. I think someone is from Tamil. Okay, so this is like in different languages, different words. So here in accounting, left side means debit, right side means credit. Not debtors, creditors. I'm calling it as debit, and right side means credit. This is the language of accounting, debit and credit. As of now, you just remember this language. That's it. Left means debit, right means credit. This is the language of accounting. And posting keys also will be there for this debits. How many debits are there? How many credits are there? How we are going to do that? We're going to see it in the next class. Okay. But as of now, you remember left means debit, right means credit. That's it. Don't keep any, don't use any meanings for this debit and credit. This is just language. That's it. Left, how we call left in English, right in Telugu, right in English. In the same way, in accounting also, we don't call left and right. We call it as debit and credit. That's it. No meanings for this. Just a language. Just one name. Okay. And this is for today's class. We'll see the next class on next Wednesday. Okay, I'll give you an update mostly next Wednesday or Thursday.